Welcome to, excuse me, FUT Birthday Team 2. One of the best promos every single year. And nowadays, it has 2 weeks of birthday magic. Tell you what is not magic is every time I try and turn my Xbox on for linking it up to my PC, it says that it's not on, even though it is. What's that all about? Let me quickly do this, because I don't get it. If I switch the cable to the PC one, no, to the TV one, does it work? It works perfectly fine. So now we switch it over to the PC. And does it work? And if not, why not? Because it's plugged in. No signal. Why? What if we change this input to this? Maybe that'll work. But hello everybody. I hope that you've had a fantastic week, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's stream. I am doing okay. Yes, thank you for asking. I hope that all of you are also doing well. Let's try restarting the Elgato software. This is ridiculous. This has happened multiple times this week. I don't know what to do. It just says that there's no signal when there is, because I've just tried it on the TV. Unless there's somehow something to do with this cable on this end. What if we do that? Does that make any difference? Doesn't. Oh, it does. On here, still no signal on the capture software though. We'll get there eventually, guys, don't you worry. But in the meantime, as I say, I hope that everyone is having a lovely day and a very enjoyable week. We've been uploading some nice videos on this account. We've obviously been uploading some stuff on the football channel as well, including, if you didn't see it, on the football channel, earlier today, I uploaded my reaction and analysis of Tuchel's England squad. His first one, which has some questionable names in it. Cough, cough, Jordan Henderson. And before that, I uploaded a video talking about Man United's new stadium. That video has done phenomenally well. Like, it's on 14.7k views right now. It is absolutely smashing it, which is fantastic. Oh, we finally have signal. Incredible. There we go. So, yeah, that has been really good, and I have thoroughly enjoyed that. And, oops. Hopefully we can keep cranking out some banging videos. The plan is to record another video based on a FUT Birthday Team 2 tonight/tomorrow to upload either tomorrow or Sunday, maybe a couple this week. Banana Man, hello. Not able to get on your Xbox as your email is blocked. How does that even happen? How does that happen? Kid, hello! Thank you very much for the support and the comments on all of the videos and things that we are uploading. It always helps push them further out into the world. What time do packs drop? I mean, packs drop at... Well, the new players come out at 6, is my answer to that question. Speaking of, before 6 o'clock, have I done I've done the daily play games completionist. I don't know if I opened that. If I did, why? For Birthday Cup, I've not done. Daily login, I don't know if I've done. The new season, I actually haven't looked through it. Because yesterday I was significantly busier than I thought I was going to be. And I just never ended up looking at this. Just want Beckham in the new team because he had 88 last year. 1,500 games for you. That is kind of mad. He does look very good. That new Beckham. One sec. Let me just... try and... Is that better? Oh, I don't know if it is. This... Am I tightening that instead of loosening it? Ah, right, okay, that makes more sense as to why that is happening. Sorry about this. That's better. There. Now the mic shouldn't move anywhere near as much. That is much better. Okay. So, I haven't looked through this. So, let's see what we've got. Abdul Hamid. Right back, centre back, right mid. Long throw plus. Incredible. What else have we got? Koulibaly and Kessie. Okay. Koulibaly's looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Pretty damn good. And then Kessie. 4 for Al Ali. Also looks pretty good. And because they're 88s, they might already fit in an Evo, which is sick for anyone that's somehow already grinding and getting to these players. I don't know if that's possible yet, but maybe it is. And then what do we got here? We got Florenzi or Mats Hummels, who got sent off for Roma. And I believe they got knocked out of the... Which one were they in? Europa or Conference? Although, I've only seen one replay of it, and it looked like he got the ball. So, I don't know what's going on there. But Hummels, of course, double 5-star because it's for birthday. Again, looks really good. Florenzi... Can he play centre mid? He can. Ooh. I mean, he looks better as a well-rounded midfielder than he does a fullback. Otherwise, are you not wasting some of those dribbling and passing and even shooting stats at fullback? I guess the one thing you could say is at centre mid, he does lack the normal passing play styles. You're not going to be crossing it as much as you would as a fullback. Still pretty good, though. Also, United fan, of course, one of the best players ever. Yeah, Beckham was pretty damn good, wasn't he? Ben, I'm doing great, thank you. I hope that you are as well. Cheers for tuning in. Knocked out Inaki Williams, getting a +2 for anyone who chose him. Nice. Lots of picks. What's next? Curtis Jones or Kone? Who is CM or CDM? Okay. Interesting. So those are better play styles for a centre mid than that Florenzi. Nice and well-rounded. Looks pretty good. Curtis Jones. Finesse and tiki-taka plus with some lovely ball control ones. Where can he play? Just straight through the middle. I guess you don't play this card at DM, do you? Centre mid. It feels like you should be playing him at cam because he's got finesse shot. Otherwise, you're wasting that a bit. But centre mid would also be good as well because he's got a couple of defensive ones. Should you start doing a past and present on both your teams you support, Man United and Dortmund? Hell yeah, why not? Past and presents are one of the most fun things that you can do. Next, what do we got? Balotelli Willian or an 86 times 3? They've really gone in with the player choices here. Balotelli, I can't remember, was it last year? He got like a flashback card or something like that that was actually really, really good. Because they gave him 5-star skills on that one. I think it was like a cheap SBC. Like 100k or maybe even cheaper than that. And he was really good. Willian, though, now back in the Prem. Don't even really know if he's played for Fulham since he's come back. But technical plus is great. Dribbling stats are crazy. Shooting's great. Passing's solid. It's a very nice card. Ronaldo, Van der Sar, a few others. Adeyemi's SBC that's coming out is going to be the first card to have low driven shot plus. That'll be interesting. Scored, do you think, in the shootout in Man United? Fair enough. We've got Renato Sanchez, Kimpembe, or 86 times 5. Kimpembe only at centre-back. I feel like you could have given him a CDM position here as well. That would have been quite nice. It's a very good card. But I feel like a lot of people have got really, really good centre-backs at this stage of the game. I don't know if this is really going to change much for a lot of people. I don't know. Renato Sanchez, though... Terrible finishing, for whatever reason. 97 shot power, though. I mean, it's a lovely card. These season progress cards are solid. Some kind of Evos, Capdevia, or Nakata. And an 85 times 7. Why is that worse than the previous one? Gonna start building it. Hell yeah, go for it. So Nakata... Camel centre mid. I would really like this card. I would really, really like the way that this card probably dribbles. Maybe we put an engine chem style on him, boost that agility, balance, and dribbling up. Get his passing nearly max, his pace really, really high. Shot power and long shots are going to matter more because he's a cam, he's not a striker. And he's obviously scoring his finesse shots, so that could be a really cool card. Capdevia can only play left back. Again, similar to Florenzi, would have been cool if this card could have gone and shifted forward into midfield, because otherwise you've got shooting, passing, and dribbling stats that fit further forward. But no, I don't think a lot of people would call you fake for having not gone to those. Although it's the internet and people are negative about other people that they don't really know anything about for no real reason, because that's the internet. 15 times 87 or Alawiran, right wing cam striker, 3 playstyle pluses as well. The thing is though with this card, like his pace is obviously perfect. His shooting's good, it's not elite. His passing's solid, but it's not elite. His dribbling's solid, but it's not elite. Same with his physicals. Power shot plus is okay, but he doesn't have finesse. If you're playing him as a cam, he doesn't have incisive pass, or pinged, or long ball, or tiki-taka. He doesn't have technical dribble. It's obviously going to be like... oh, look at his roles at Camas and striker. They stink. I feel like there is definitely a world where a lot of people will choose this card and be disappointed in him. And therefore, the 1587 might be a good choice. I mean, you got to think. So this runs out in 40 days. So in reality, a lot of people will be hitting this card with maybe 10 days to go. So you're looking at the middle of April. When did Team of the Season start in FC24 is going to be my question. What was the first day of Team of the Season in FC24? The Premier League was released on 26th. So therefore it would have been the week before, right? Would have been the 17th. That would have been... Although, did they not have community last year? Wasn't something slightly different last year? Official top schedule in FC24. TOTS Alive. Oh. Yeah. And then we had all the mixed league Team of the Seasons as well. So Team of the Season Live will start pretty much when this new season starts. It'll be the day after, won't it? Because if this is... Well, 40 days. So 14, 21, 28, 35. Yeah. So the new season would start on Thursday, the 24th of April, and therefore Team of the Season starts Friday, the 25th. Would make the most sense to me. I need to actually get that sorted for my calendar. Team of the Season starts. So therefore, Prem Team of the Season, in theory, is the 2nd of May. The 9th would be the Bundesliga. I'm just seeing, like, what am I missing? Am I missing any of these Fridays? As it stands, no. The 16th would be La Liga. The 23rd would be Ligue 1 and Serie A. The 30th... No, would be Ligue 1. The 30th would be Serie A. And the 6th would be Ultimate TOTS. So as it stands this year, if those Team of the Season dates line up in the way expected and in the same way that they did in FC24, I shouldn't miss a Friday of Team of the Season. I will miss the Friday following Team of the Season. So whatever that is that starts directly after Ultimate TOTS, in theory, I won't be here for whatever that is. So I'll be here for Team of the Season, and then I'll be missing the first day of whatever follows that. If that's a 2-week promo, then I'll miss the Friday, but I'll be here for basically the rest of it. However, end of June, I will be missing 2 weeks. I'll be missing 2 Fridays at the end of June, start of July, because I'm going to America. We'll most likely be taking the Xbox for Netflix and all of those things. We'll put it in like the living room of the house or the villa, whatever you want to call it, that we'll be staying. But I highly doubt that there's going to be any FC25 being played whilst we're over there. So when did FUTTIES start? Start FC24. FUTTIES released on the 19th of July. So what the hell came in between? List of promo releases FC24. What did we get? Promo schedule. So, Lul, hello! Jack, yeah, that's true. Like the look of Nakata. Yeah, solid. So, this was FC24. So, we're looking... We're here, right? Foot birthday. What? Oh, okay, so it's the right-hand side. So, Foot birthday last year was on the 15th. Team of the season started on the 19th. But again, based on the lineup of the season, it looks like Team of the Season would be starting on the 25th of April. Then we had Path to Glory and Greats of the Game and Make Your Mark. Then FUTTIES. Well, we're not going to have Path to Glory this year because we don't have the Euros, we don't have the World Cup. So that's not going to happen. So maybe we have these, like Greats of the Game, Make Your Mark, and maybe something else. And then maybe FUTTIES starts around the same time. So in theory, this year, I will miss whatever comes in between Team of the Season and FUTTIES. Because of my holiday. I don't mind that. I'm not going to lie. I feel like of the periods to miss, that's about as good as I could have got. To be honest. So, we'll take that. We will take that. Have I done my daily login? I've not. But yeah, welcome everybody. Hopefully you're having a lovely, lovely day. Thank you so much, by the way, anyone that has watched and supported any of the videos that have been coming out recently, both on this main channel, whether it's the sort of player challenge videos or the collab videos with the likes of Tom and James, and those of you that have been supporting the videos over on the football channel. Because that Man United video, like, I knew that it had the chance to do well because I uploaded a video on Leicester's stadium expansion when we got the news on that a few years ago. And that video did really well. So I knew that this one could do okay. But considering it had a slightly slow start, in the first day of this video being out, it's basically a video looking at Man United Stadium, looking at everything that's been released, the videos, the pictures, the articles, everything about it. We looked at all of that. And in the first day, it did 600 views, which isn't horrible. It's not bad. But then in the next 2 days, it's jumped up to now hitting about 15k. So it just shows, just because something doesn't start off by being an absolute monster video, it can just hit the algorithm, pick up, and go from there. So that's pretty cool. And hopefully that channel can just continue to keep having those kind of videos. Keep doing well, and we can just push and push and push, because I love it. And the views on this channel, like the streams don't do well, if we're being realistic in terms of viewers. The videos, a lot of them, they do okay, but they don't do fantastic. Like, the time that's put into some of the videos compared to the number of views it ends up getting is a lot of the time horrible. So to have the football channel actually be having some decent results on it is... it's good. I'm glad. I would love this channel to also pop off and just get some huge videos, but seems a lot harder, which is sad. Oh, we've announced Bruno. Bruno's been carrying United for years. Season ticket details for the 25-26 campaign for our men's first team are now confirmed, including a price freeze on general admission renewals. I don't know exactly what that means. General admission renewals. In a bit, Jack! Season ticket details. Price freeze confirmed for general admission season ticket renewals. Is that just a standard season ticket compared to like a... I don't know. I don't even know what other type of season tickets there are. Sure. Safe standing also to be introduced from 2025-26. Transition to digital tickets continues in line with Premier League standards. Well, that's irrelevant because we won't be in the Premier League, but sure. Extensive consultation has taken place with supporters ahead of announcement. The renewal period begins on Tuesday. We've been listening to supporters on a number of key topics through our fan engagement framework. This has included discussions with our fan advisory board, our fans consultative committee, working at blah blah blah. Who cares? The club would like to thank everyone that's contributed, which has helped to shape 3 key decisions. Here we go. 1. Price freeze. For the 9th time in 11 seasons, we'll be freezing the price of general admission season ticket renewals. That means adult season ticket renewals start from $4.04. I mean, I feel like, if anything, that is surely just expected, though. Like, barring some kind of miracle, we're going to be a division lower. You can't be raising prices. So, at a bare minimum, they should be staying the same. Right? I guess their logic might be that, oh, you will see more games for your money. Yeah. I don't know. Safe standing. To improve safety, atmosphere, and matchday experience, we'll be installing safe standing rails across a variety of locations at the KP in advance of the start of the season. If you're a season ticket holder in an area where it's being installed, you should already have received correspondence. And you are able to move your season ticket out of the safe standing area. Or you can enter the ballot for relocation into safe standing areas. Fair enough. Digital tickets, full rollout continue. In compliance with required Premier League standards, whatever division we're in. It's sad that they have to put that sentence in there, isn't it? All season tickets will be digital by default, but you can pay if you want a card instead. Sure. Well, okay, it's no more expensive. I guess that's the positive, even if we'll be in a worse division. It is what it is. At least those prices aren't going up at the same time as getting relegated. There's pretty much the one positive from this season. As a Birmingham supporter, I look forward to next season's clash. Yep. Barring either a miracle from us or a catastrophe from you, or you get punished for spending a ton of money. But I don't think that... I feel like that would have already happened if it was going to. I mean, assuming we do go down, I would like to try and go to a few more grounds this time around. I know that I'm literally currently in the position of trying to save up for a house deposit. So that makes it a bit harder. But even if it's some of the more local ones that I haven't done before. Like, what are the closest grounds on this that I haven't been to? Well, I won't be able to do Derby. Have I done Birmingham? Where is Birmingham on here? Why don't I see Birmingham? I haven't done Birmingham. I haven't done West Brom either. So, those are options for close away days that I could potentially do. Excuse me. So we'll see. It'd be cool to do some of the slightly more out there ones, but it depends on how well things go. If people watch all of the vlogs and everything, then the vlogs could pay for the tickets, and that'd be fine. But, not sure that's going to be the case in the Championship. In the Prem, arguably, if you make a good enough video that's well packaged, then the video can pay for the ticket. But, yeah. In the league below, it's a bit less likely. 83, 84. If Ricky doesn't start versus United, where would you play him, though? Straight in at right back, even though Koulibaly's look better than Justin and would probably be fine there. In midfield, right wing. Thing is, it depends what formation we play. I read something that we might be doing like inverted fullbacks and stuff like that as well. Like, who knows what on earth our setup is going to be. Life of Pi does pretty well. Yes, but Pi is a huge creator that will get views on literally anything that he does. It's not as if he started his content creation this last year or two via Plymouth Argyle vlogs. So it's not really a true comparison. And again, at his size of creator, if Plymouth were in the Prem, the vlogs would get significantly more views. So even though his do really well, because he's so well known and popular, they would still do significantly better if he was doing like United away rather than Stoke. Something like that. Reckon Rude will stay? I don't think that Rude will walk away. So unless he's sacked, I think he stays. I mean, his wording in the answer of a question recently would indicate that that is his plan, because he's... I can't remember the exact quote, but he was basically asked about like what would happen in the summer and stuff like that, and if there's any chance that he won't be here next season. And he says something like, I know what... I know what contract I signed. It wasn't a 6-month one, kind of thing. And that times would potentially be tough. So that therefore leads to stay. But who knows? Thoughts on the Champions League games this past week? Good afternoon to you as well. Welcome. Thoughts on the Champions League games? The Madrid one was good. Liverpool as well. Most of the rest of them pretty much went exactly as expected, though. Right? All the favourites just getting the job done because they'd already got most of the job done in the first leg and then just continued in the second. Like Bayern, for example. But those two going to penalties obviously makes it entertaining for the neutral. And I'm happy that PSG are through because they've probably been the most exciting team to watch in the Champions League this season. Their midfield and forward line, but not even just that, I get their wing backs as well. They basically have like 8 players that are willing to just charge forward with the ball, and it's just really entertaining to watch. So I'm happy to see them continue to be in the competition. A bit like watching Georgia in the Euros. Obviously, Kvara is in both of those teams, but they just went for it, and it's good to watch. Thoughts on Chelsea game? Felt the formation looked better. It made us look so much worse up front as the fullbacks didn't run up. You'd play Ricky over Booba. Maybe, just maybe Winks also, but Wilf? Question mark. I think Harry Winks has been garbage this season. Booba gets a lot of hate for things that other players don't get hate for, which really does my head in. There are some games where he's not great, but there are others where he's the one making things tick in midfield, and without him we'd struggle because, dear God, Wilf on the ball is shocking. Absolutely shocking. But I can understand the thought process of Ricky over him, because you're having Wilf as your like destroyer, and Ricky's the guy linking up play between, in theory, defense and attack. I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be a bit harsh on Booba, but I also wouldn't be against trying it out because Ricky is just so good. I definitely wouldn't play Harry Winks because the one thing that he was good at before was his passing. But it feels like every time he gets to play, his passing has been shocking this year. And defensively, he doesn't really offer anything. So, yeah. Going forward, yeah, we didn't look great. I think that's partially down to the fact, though, that Bilal had a shocking game. If your most creative player has a bad game and their passes aren't coming off, their dribbles aren't as successful as they normally are, the rest of the team is going to struggle. And so maybe if Bilal had actually had a great game, then that system would have looked a lot better. But he didn't. He was poor. Feel bad for him, didn't get the backing he was promised, and we know whose fault it was. Yeah. But at the same time, you have Maresca coming out and saying that, like, Rudkin and Top are fantastic people that he loved working with. So, who knows what's going on, really? As a Madrid fan, we got lucky. Barca and PSG look great. Do you think it was a double kick on Alvarez? Barca and PSG are great, yeah. Don't think it was a double kick on Alvarez? Yes, because factually it was. At the time, no. And I watched that angle from whatever the camera angle was that was like behind him. If he stood here and the goal's where you are, if he stood here, the camera was like here, looking at him from behind. From that angle, you can't tell. But the ones from behind the goal, the tiniest touch. And I think it's absolute nonsense that that doesn't result in like a retake or something like that. When if the keeper's off his line, then it's a retake. That doesn't just go down as a goal. If it did, that'd be fair. Right? Like if this goes down as a miss, if you double touch it, then if a keeper saves it but he was off his line, then it should just be a goal. And I know they're now looking into the double touch rule and whether you may potentially get a retake in the future. But it's not fair that it works one way but not the other. So even though it was the tiniest touch that you had to slow it down to literally see one frame of video where you could see the ball ever so slightly move, it is correct, but it's grim at the same time. It is grim. Thoughts on Hendo and Rashford being back in the England lineup? Well, it's funny you ask that, because my video that I uploaded earlier today on the football channel was analysing Tuchel's crazy first England squad. So if you want my full in-depth thoughts of the players in the squad, going through them each individually, looking at the under-21s and who we could potentially pluck out of that and put into the senior squad, some of the players that have been omitted from that squad, and then also getting out a tactics board and showing you things in this kind of style of playing around with all of this and showing you like, oh yeah, if Gibbs White is in, these are the kind of runs he's going to make and all of this stuff. And oh, what if we do this section of the pitch? Blah, 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 blah. So all of these things we looked at earlier. So, oh, you have to press it, don't you? So, yeah, that is in the latest video on that channel. And we looked at the potential setup of two different formations under Tuchel, 4-2-3-1 and 3-4-2-1, because he has played both of those in the past. So an in-depth video with, again, both my reaction to the squad as well as the analysis of it all. That covers it all. So if you want to check that out and also support that channel, it would mean the world to me, because I love my football channel more than I love FC25. So the more people that watch those videos, like them, comment on them, push them out and subscribe, you guys are the best. Again, that United video of their stadium has been a lovely one. That one's gained us 97 subs and it's nearly hitting 15k views. So, any and all videos that do well are obviously, hopefully, going to get more people involved for whatever random videos I upload, whether it is a discussion video on an England squad, whether it's a Leicester vlog, or whether it's a documentary style video, because I do plan on doing a few of those very, very soon. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy the next one that I have planned that is around a particular player, because I enjoy making those. So, yeah, we'll see. Koulibaly over JJ, though. Yes. Alu, hello. How's it going? Memory Ali, hello. Thomas actually decent in centre-back. Yeah, he was fine. He was perfectly fine. Of course, you want United to win, but going to be gutted if Leicester get relegated. I mean, I'd be shocked if we don't. I think the sad part... The saddest part about this season is going into it, I fully expected us to get relegated. I think in my predictions I put us 19th. However, that was partially down to the fact that it looked a certainty that we were going to get a points deduction. And it could have been like 6 or 8 points. We weren't going to be that good that with that deduction, we could also stay up. But we didn't even get that. And we're still going to go down, probably comfortably. We could get given a points boost of that amount and probably still go down. That's the sad part. And it's going to take some kind of 2014-15 season escape, which there doesn't seem to be that camaraderie in the club between the players, manager, fans, etc., that would actually really give me faith that there's really a chance of it happening, to be honest. So, yeah, no. I guess you never know. You could somehow, out of nowhere, string some results together, but it's just so unlikely. Especially with Wolves just not being terrible. Unintentional promo for the Footy channel. The thing is, a lot of people that watch this content would probably absolutely love the football channel, because the people that watch these streams and stuff like that also love football. So I would be pretty shocked if they checked out a few vids on the Footy channel and didn't actually enjoy them. I don't really know anybody that likes this game that doesn't like football. So I think I really, really hope to be able to push both the Footy TikTok and the Footy YouTube channel throughout the rest of this year, especially with the World Cup coming up next year. I would really like to get the football TikTok monetized, but that's just difficult. 10k followers is not easy. Unless you have something that just randomly goes mega viral. And even then, you might get like 10,000 likes on a video, but it just doesn't get people to follow. So that's the really hard part about monetizing TikTok. Comfortably get the views and everything like that, but the followers is much harder. We're doing a lot of Pokemon Home quests for the games. Yeah, I feel like I need to do that. Do you know, if you put something in to Home from, like, let's say, Sword or Shield, if you... Does it backdate that to count? Or would you... If not, do you then have to catch something again, or can you put it back into the game and then back into Home and that counts? Because if you have to do it all over again, that would be really, really off-putting. Has Tom decided on a name for the new series rather than We'll Build a Battle? I don't know. I basically get message from Tom when he's recording new videos. So I will most likely get a voice note tonight saying, I've recorded with X to go up tomorrow, recording with Y to go up Sunday, blah, blah, blah. So I don't really know things in advance. And I don't really... Like, when we recorded an episode of his series the other day, he did ask me for thoughts on certain things, and it's why I asked for comments on my video as well as his, for us to try and help shape the series. But I'm not the one that calls the shots. I think after doing 2 videos with Andy, where he publicly said that the name was bad, and asked for people to give suggestions, I feel like I feel like there's a world where, because like, it's not as if they just record with each other. Like, Andy and Tom are friends. Like, they go on trips together and stuff like that. I feel like they would have had a conversation where Andy would have advised him if he genuinely thinks that for, like, the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that, whether he thinks that it would be a good idea for him to change the name, I think Tom would take that advice. So if they had that conversation and that was the conclusion from it, then tomorrow's video will be named something different. I don't know. I would be able to tell you in a couple of hours' time, because the Dropbox folder would have new video titles in it, but there aren't any right now. There aren't any. And I'm assuming that he's planning on recording tonight for Team 2, so I can't give you any sneak peeks of any updates or anything like that yet. What have you made of this week's Evo? They all seem expensive. I'm not going to lie, I haven't really looked at stuff. Does that mean I'm about to run out of time on something? No, because I did get a few things done. I've been busy with Football Channel stuff and other things, so I haven't been on the game as much. I put a few players into Evos, but when a new paid Evo comes out, I generally don't actually look at it that much. So, was one of these paid? I think one of these might have been like 30k. And it may have been this one for Abdul, which takes him to 5-star. I think this one was free. Was bench boost was free. I still haven't done my Maradona. Should probably do that. I mean, you've still got weeks to do it. Oh, they brought out another one of these. So it gives you what? Shooting, passing, dribbling, +5, and trickster plus. And then pace, defending, physical, +5. And you get 5-star skills. And what are the requirements? It's bugged. 50k. That's really dumb. Okay. Yeah, in terms of these ones, see, this is the kind of thing that I could probably put, like, Fatawi's base card into. But I've already gave him... It doesn't give you skill moves. The Anchor, 85k. I don't really want to spend that. King of Egypt 2 is the same. Toon Squad's turning a striker to centre mid, right? Yep. Base battalion with finesse plus is beautiful. Yeah, I can imagine. Perfect attacking midfielder. I love how Maddison is the example here when he's getting an SBC that's probably going to be better than this card. So that's good. Festive wingback. This one's irrelevant because, like, every fullback that you've evoed up is now an 89 or 90 rated. So this is kind of dead. I mean, I could put it on Alex Scott so that I wouldn't have to do her SBC, and this would be a better version of her. Oh, she wouldn't be able to play left back, though. What else? We got the General, 85 to 90, max 88. I have Kramaric that can fit in that one. That's probably it. We have Wilf. Wilf would get 5 pace, 19 shooting, 6 agility, 9 balance, 1 reaction. Dribbling itself goes up. Defending goes up 2. Physical's max. Weak foot goes to max. Aerial, long ball pass. Power header, box to box. Trickster. Don't really need that. I'm guessing this would have given you Bruiser Plus, and that's what that playstyle plus is. That, or maybe it would be something different. We got Dead Ball on Wilf. Lol. Oh, you'd get Aerial Plus. Meh. The thing is with some of these, like, I don't know whether it's worth binning off an Evo of a player to then put their base version into stuff at this stage, because you get better playstyles and stuff like that. Well, I'm missing out on Aerial Plus here, which for a DM like Wilf could be really, really good. I mean, I do already have Kante, so I don't really need that, to be honest. Build Your Foot Birthday. I haven't chosen someone for this because it doesn't seem that great. I mean, I guess in theory we could choose someone that is... What position do they have to be? A striker? I mean, I've just put Daka into something. But I guess in theory we could choose someone else that's low rated to put into this, rather than someone that's starting this high, because you are getting boosts. Like Kramaric in that is all of a sudden much better. I don't know who else would potentially fit this for us. That I haven't already put in something. Because I've already got Edward, I've already got Kramaric, I've got Cannon, I've got Vardy. We've obviously got the Monster Kane card. Past and present, maybe like an Iheanacho? Maybe. He's not going to get any chem in the team. It's the kind of thing that I wish I could fit base Gary Lineker into. That'd be great. That'd be great. Thoughts? Oh, it has to be from that game and every stage of evolution, but anything you currently have from those games can be put into complete. Yeah, but if I've got something in home already that came from that game, does that count? And again, if not, can I put it back into like Sword or Shield and then bring it back? Or do I have to actually get it again, even though I already imported it from that game? Promo, Footy Channel's had some good vids as of late. I'm glad that you enjoy them. As I say, we've got some like documentary-esque videos in the works right now that hopefully people enjoy. Promo's been decent with some players. These daily Evos, BS, either paid ones or stupid restrictions. I don't like them coming out and saying, yeah, you're going to get daily Evos, but then half of them are paid ones. Some of them have been okay. Again, I'm getting this for Tawu up. I decided to put Buonanotte. Sure. And Daka is the one I put into this because it just makes him double 5-star. So why not? Right. I need something for Mavididi. I don't have him in anything. And the focus on right mids in these Evos rather than like left mid or left wings is really frustrating. Because I just want something to be able to boost him all the way up. It's really annoying. But yeah, I want to get back on the Switch Pokemon games. I have finally finished. I've 100%ed Stardew Valley. What a game. But I've 100%ed it. So now we're back going to be playing some more Avowed, but also Crash. Because I never got all of the achievements. I made some progress yesterday on Crash 2. Because I've done all of Crash 1. So that was good. Thoughts on the Gakpo/Murphy Showdown SBCs. Not bad if you don't mind taking a punt. Dislike Evos, you have to do champs and rivals. Prefer a lower version of the same Evo, but you can do it in squad battles. I don't understand why. I think the next stage for Evolutions is what they've done with objectives recently. So, in the recent objective groups, let's take, for example, Festive Fun. Complete any 5 of the following. So, I didn't do play 4 Rush matches, because playing Rush with drop-in players is one of the most mind-numbing things that you can do. The brain-dead people that play that game mode, no, I'd rather not touch it. So I did the rest, okay? I did stuff in Rivals/Squad Battles. So you can choose not to play that game mode by playing this instead. I think the next stage of Evolutions is similar. So, an example would be, in this first stage of Dakar, I can win 2 matches in basically any game mode, right? Sure. But in stage 3, I have to play 2 matches in Rivals or Champs. I think what they could do going forward is complete 2 of the 3 challenges. Win 3 matches in anything, play 2 matches in Rivals or Champs, or play 5 matches in squad battles or Rush. Something like that. Because you know what I do? If I have that to do in an Evo, play 2 matches in Rivals or Champs, I'll do one of 2 things. Either I will do it in Champs qualifying, because Champs qualifying is really easy. Or, if I really can't be bothered, I mean, who knows? Like, oh, it'd be even easier now. I don't play Rivals for rewards. I play Rivals when I have to. So I would go into Rivals, and I will put my controller down on the desk like that. And there you go. I've played a game in Div Rivals for my Evo. I would much rather be able to play it in squad battles so that I can start earning some rewards in squad battles in a game mode that I don't dislike. That'd be better for me. But no. Sadly. Have I done Woyo? Let me show you my current... Oh, here you go. So this is the current Leicester squad. I have Van der Sar in goal because screw going into any online game mode having to use a 76 rated gold. It's just dumb. So yeah, I have Van der Sar. But this is what we're looking like. Yeah, Koulibaly is now in. I do have Hamza, but I guess Koulibaly's probably a little bit better than him. What else can't you see? Oh, you can see Lingard. We've got this Wilf, Ricky P as well. Can also play in midfield. Kramaric I did earlier in the year. Edward. Madders has been my cam, but now with this bench boost for Buonanotte, he's sort of taking that spot. Tom Cannon. Are you? Booba, who, for an 89 rating, I mean, he just doesn't live up to Kante. And then Abdul. The downside with Abdul is he can only play where Riyadh plays. And it's a shame that they didn't give Riyadh a cam alternate position, considering he's had multiple cards with that in the past. It's frustrating. You can go there straight away, do raids to get those. That's not bad. Owen, hello! Just watched a video on United's new stadium. How they think in 5 years it'll be ready is insane. Well, I don't know if you watched all of it, but they did explain how it all happened. Prefab is a very common thing in architecture and building. Not necessarily in this kind of scenario, though. A lot of the time it might be if you're building like apartment blocks or something like that, and you literally just connect it all together because you're making the same thing over and over. But for those that haven't seen my video on United's ground, firstly, again, please go and check out the football channel. !Footy, F-O-O-T-Y in the chat. That'd be very, very nice of you to go and have a look. The way that they're going to do it in 5 years is by basically making, I think they said like, I don't want to get the number wrong. I don't know. I'm just going to make up a number because it was either slightly above this or slightly below, I think. There's like 30 pieces of the stadium that they're going to make off-site, bring in on the canal, and basically like slot it into place. As they described, like Meccano, like Lego, like any of these things. Literally just, boop, it's in. And there's that part done. So it will be a lot easier than doing every single piece on site. And quicker. There's the Silver Striker. I don't know who that is. 100% Peppa Pig. Still need to do it. How long did Stardew Valley take to complete? Girlfriend wants to get it for our Nintendo Switch. Well, I will say a couple of things. By the way, come on, people. Help me out. We're trying to grow the football channel. Do the commands. With Stardew, like, I have 100%ed Stardew, right? In order to 100% it, in terms of getting all of the achievements, you need 100% completion in the game. So you need to have shipped every item, cooked everything, caught every single type of fish, got max friendship level with every person in town, all of that stuff, right? You can still continue to play after you've 100%ed it. And there is a world where I will hop back on it from time to time to maybe start doing things a bit like Animal Crossing, really, where you can start to care more about the design of things rather than the efficiency. You get to a point in games where you're making so much in-game money that it becomes irrelevant. And then you can start focusing on the aesthetics of everything. Like, how do you want your farm to look and things like that. So that's what I would hop back onto Stardew for. In terms of how long it took...
I'm not sure I understand.
Shut up. In terms of how long it took... I played Stardew for, what's that? Just under 236 hours. However, some of that is on, like, the loading screen. I think it's closer. It's pretty much 200 hours to get every achievement, 100% it, and everything like that. So there is an absolute ton to do if you are looking at it from that point of view. If you don't care about 100% completion and stuff like that, then you can just chill. And there's still an absolute ton of stuff to do. There's probably, arguably, more stuff to do if you're not focusing on 100%ing it, because you'll be less efficient with it, and therefore you'll find things that you weren't expecting that just crop up as time goes on, rather than seeking out every little thing at the earliest point in the game possible in order to like min-max your time played to get the achievements. I have not got 2 Point Museum because I have all of these other games to play. There are games that I bought a few years ago that I still haven't touched because I have such a backlog of games to complete. So I need to get through those first before I don't want to spend any money on a new game unless, one, I either have to, like the new FC, because it's my job, or it's something that I'm massively, massively excited for. Right? The only other scenario is if it's something, although I guess that would fall into the second category. For example, like Switch 2 and a new Mario Kart comes out. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, any of these other new games, like for example, Avowed is a great example of if this wasn't on Game Pass, I would have played it eventually, but I would not have bought it day one because my backlog of games is huge. Even in terms of like 2 Point games, I have 2 Point Hospital, which I haven't done yet. 2 Point Campus, I never got the DLC for, so I've not 100%ed that. I need to do that first. Then I do 2 Point Hospital. Then I do 2 Point Museum. In terms of other similar games, we've got Planet Zoo that I also need to do. But it's also partially why I committed to doing Stardew when I did. Because none of these other games come close to the amount of hours taken to 100% that game. 200 odd hours. A lot of other games, even if they've got a lot of content, will be like 50, 60. If you've got something with a ton of like open world stuff, like I think I'm basing this off of average completion time for all achievements off of like whatever the website is, the Xbox achievements website. If you look up achievements, you know exactly what one I'm talking about. True achievements, I think it is. I think Elden Ring might be like 120 because there's so much that you can do. And also it's hard. So I want to slowly but surely work through my backlog. And Stardew is one of those big commitment ones ticked off. Crash is next. 100%ed Crash 1. Now Crash 2 and Crash 3 are next up. And then finally I will touch Crash 4, which I think I bought Crash 4 on the day it came out. When was that? October 2nd, 2020. Haven't played it. So this has been my problem for a very long time. And this year, I'm trying to slowly but surely work through my backlog of games and like movies or TV shows that I want to get through. Curious, because she doesn't like how long it takes to gather things in Minecraft to be effective. Just feel like the concept is generally similar. I mean, that's an interesting thing to try and answer, because I think if you know what you're doing, Minecraft doesn't take that long. to gather things. If you're just trying to, like, progress at the normal rate. Unless you're trying to do specific things or build a house made of diamond blocks or something. That's very different. I also want to 100% Minecraft in terms of the achievements as well, but I know that that one doesn't take as long as Stardew, especially if you know what you're doing. But I feel like now that Stardew's done, let's get to some other like platformers and stuff like that. The thing is, this doesn't even take into account the like PlayStation games I've got. Like I got Astrobot for Christmas. That's not on here. There's a load of games on Xbox that aren't on that list because they're not currently installed. It's such a massive backlog. It's crazy. Stardew is very, very chill. Very, very chill. So, like, if she enjoys just casually playing Minecraft, Animal Crossing, those kind of things, Harvest Moon, I guess, in the past as well. I loved Stardew. And if you want to be really, really efficient at it, then, as with most games, there are ways to min-max efficiency and time spent and stuff like that. But I think just generally playing, you progress at a point... I feel like unless you're trying to 100% the game, I think you'd be a... I feel like it might feel a bit hard. How do I want to word this? I think you'll struggle to get stuck in terms of progression if you're just playing it normally. If you're trying to 100% it and spend as little time as possible doing that, then if you miss out on certain things the first time they come around, obviously you're not being as efficient as you could be. But if you are just casually playing normally, you can also play... Oh, I guess maybe not on... maybe you could on Switch. You can play like a co-op farm as well. I don't know how that works on the Switch. If it is possible. I don't know. I don't know if it would go into like split screen or not. You'd have to find that out if that was any interest. But for a very chill, casual game that isn't going to stress you out, that you will just naturally progress through, I think it's fantastic. I've had a very, very good time on Stardew. And as I say, I will probably go back and just play it very casually. If there are any big updates in the future that add more achievements or things like that, I'll be playing it again. Definitely. Got the new PGA WWE pre-ordered. There's 20% off code. That's pretty good. Put money aside for Switch 2. I'm not ready. Because I've got so much stuff to pay for. I'm really hoping that even with a pre-order, I can like finance the Switch 2, because it would just make financing... financially, things would be a bit more safe and concrete if I could just pay that off over a few months with like the America holiday and everything like that coming up. That'd be really nice, especially as there might be an Xbox branded handheld coming out this year as well. So much money I'm trying to save for a house deposit. Do any of you happen to know a Saudi prince that would be down to like just give me a quick £1,000,000? That'd be pretty nice. I'm not good. Thank you very much for following. Oh dear, Twitch is very dead today, isn't it? Oh well, that's fine. How much is Switch 2? We have absolutely no idea. Those details will be revealed. Well, they'll probably get leaked a few days before the presentation, but the presentation is at the start of April. And the assumption is that you will be able to pre-order it as soon as the presentation is done, or even the minute that it goes live. So I will be ready to do so. And I wonder if there's a world where the pre-order will be like a deposit kind of thing, and then you will pay for the actual Switch 2 when it comes out. In which case, that might be okay. The downside is there is a possibility that the release date of the Switch 2 is the day after I go to America. So I would have one like waiting somewhere at home or with a neighbor or something for like 2 weeks. Oh, that's sad. Coffin, I have absolutely no idea what that is. No. Care to enlighten? It's split screen. She want you to play with her. Thanks for the feedback. Well, yeah, as I say, I haven't seen what the split screen is like. I don't know if you would be able to be in like different areas of town or the map at the same time. You know what? Let me just very, very quickly split screen Stardew Valley Switch. If you can be in different parts of the map, then that'd be great. Images. Yes, one's on the farm, one's in the mines. I'm trying to find another image of that kind of thing, though. Let me just quickly check. Oh, yeah. Lovely. Yeah, that's cool then. That would work perfectly fine. However, the first thing when I Googled it, it did say it supports split screen co-op for up to 2 players, requiring 2 full controllers and not just Joy-Cons. So I don't know if like you both have a Switch, like each, and therefore would be able to connect them up, or if you have one of like the Pro controllers or anything like that. I would look into that as well. But yeah, Stardew is sick. It's such a cozy chill game. I would highly recommend. Xbox handheld is apparently Asus branded. Yes. Yes. The only downside, though, is it looks like, for example, if I have... What's something that isn't on Game Pass that I own here? Or actually, no. COD, right? COD is on Game Pass, but it's not on Xbox Play Anywhere. That's how it's working. It's the Play Anywhere stuff. It's not actually also the stuff that you have. So I wonder if this is sort of like version 1, and then if it goes down well, then they'd make their own in a couple of years to go alongside their new PC-esque console, where it would also contain all of your stuff rather than just the Play Anywhere stuff. Or whether they plan on expanding Play Anywhere to just more and more stuff. I don't know. It's on PC Game Pass. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It's not on Play Anywhere. And that's the way that you'll be able to play. Reportedly. So... Switch 2 pretty safe for June. Yes, sadly. Can't see them being on the same day because of the Lego. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Did the Mafia playthrough? Yep, looks good. Does look good. Apparently some preview events also happened post-release of Switch 1. I don't know if that's actually accurate, though. I saw someone commenting on it recently. I'm expecting it to be June. And so I'm expecting that I'm going to get really unlucky. And instead of having a brand new console, a brand new Switch to play on the plane on a ridiculously long flight to America, it's going to be arriving the next day. Timing. It also means that trip that I missed, that mental concert at Villa Park. Wonder if they'll have all scalper problems again. Maybe. I mean, I personally didn't have any problems getting my Xbox or PS5. I actually got 2 of each, like, pre-ordered. I really don't know how people found it that hard. Was I lucky, or were people just not prepared? I think it's more the latter. So if I'm prepared for Switch 2, should be good. Glass half empty kind of guy. Well, not really. It's just unlucky that something would release the day after it would have been perfect for me to have it. I'm not sure how that's, like, pessimistic or whatever, rather than just a bit unfortunate. Callum, hello! Welcome to Foot Birthday Team 2! Yeah, Sims, I don't know what you mean, though. I don't know what the Lego... I have no idea what you're on about with the Lego thing. Selling point of console games on the go. That's not what's being reported. Hopefully it isn't just play anywhere. Lego Mario Kart figure. Oh. No, that's... Nah. I highly doubt it. Callum, hell yes! Flicture, hello! The Roma Trio returns! A decade after their dominance, the legendary Roma Trio, Gervinho, Dumbia, and Ibarbo are back for Foot Birthday. These cult heroes, known for their blistering pace and silky dribbling, they were not known for silky dribbling. It was pace. That was it. Return through Streets Won't Forget objectives and Evos, giving you the chance to relive their rise to Ultimate Team stardom. Here's how you can unlock them. Play one game in any mode to unlock Ibarbo. Play one game with him, you get Gervinho. Play a game with Gervinho, you get Dumbia. Complete 3 games with all 3 of them to earn a 3 out of 5 playstyle plus, which you can... allowing you to choose which playstyle plus best suits each of them. Okay. Take it a step further by evolving them in Streets Won't Forget Evolutions, turning back the clock to their unstoppable Roma season peak. They will also be available as Foot Birthday hero versions in packs, joining the rest of Foot Birthday Team 2. The question is whether there are free and paid Evos for these guys or not. Let's start off with objectives and see these cards. So, Streets Won't Forget. Play one game for Ibarbo. Double 4-star. 6'2". With 4 playstars on a 78 rated. So yeah, play one match. Play one match with Ibarbo in the team, and you get Gervinho. I guess they're all starting as double 4-star. Play one match with Gervinho, and you get Dumbia. Base Finesse, Travella, First Touch, and Quick Step is so much better than the others. And they are all double 4-star. Play 3 matches in any Ultimate Team game mode with all 3 of them, and you get your playstyle plus picks. Play 10 matches with the Roma Trio. Play 15, play 20, play 25. And you get an 84 times 10. Okay. We've got Alfonso Espino. Win a match, win 3, score 8, assist 4, play 7 rivals or 10 squad battles. I'm going to go for the squad battles, please. Thank you very much. So, what do we have to do with these cards to evolve them, and what do they go up to? Is the question. You have to pay 150k for each of them. Unless there's a free version. No. The Dab Legend. Style, skill, and celebrations upgrade your midfielder into attacking powerhouse, boost key stats, and unlock a cam position. Is this based on Pogba? Okay, who fits in this for me? This Mendy is still fitting in stuff somehow. I mean, what on earth is this? My Mendy on my road to glory, which I randomly put in an Evo a while back. None of the Leicester players got good boosts out of it. He can play left back, centre mid, or cam. Mental. Okay, who else fit this one? Matters. Obviously, he's just got a new card, or is about to get a new card. This would take him up to... Would it be 5? 5-4. Ricky P would gain 12 shooting, 3 pace and passing, also be able to play cam, 3 dribbling, 10 stamina, technical plus, 5-star skills, 5 strength. And again, double 5-star on Ricky P. We've got Kramaric as well. Not bad. And maybe that's it for my cards that fit, unless Will fits. No, he doesn't. Yeah, 89 rated players can actually go in this. This might be the first one. I mean, a lot of people may choose this Jude Bellingham. Because, I mean, it's a pretty big boost to this free card. And it takes him to 5-star, 4-star. Jude may be back in a lot of people's teams. But 150k for each of these is kind of upsetting. Not gonna lie. I thought it would be like Maradona and these other ones where there's a free version and then a paid one. So, gets a massive passing boost, shooting, pace, defending physical. Goes up to 5-star, weak foot. So, he'd be 4-star, 5-star. Gains relentless, aerial, rapid, quick step plus. It's not an absolutely mental card in terms of like the play styles. Javinho, again as a left winger, gains a ton of shooting and passing. They do give him finesse shot. They take him to 5-star skills. Technical, first touch, rapid plus. Okay. Is that one better? Oh, yes, we do pick the other playstyle plus. You are right. You are right. And then Ibarbo. Ibarbo's face stats look the best. Finesse shot. Relentless goes to 4-star, 5-star. Travella, quick step plus, first touch. His card, without being able to see like in-games from all of these upgrades, his looks the best, I would say. But 150k? Maybe if you already have like some points on the game rather than coins. I mean, 500 points compared to 150,000 coins. How does that equate in like the store? Let's go to like promo packs. 16 coin pack is back. So, trying to find something that's... There isn't anything for 500 points. Well, I mean, I guess you could say this. Choose from... Includes 1 foot birth... Wait. You get a cosmetic. Oh, God, I hate that. Okay, right. Let's open up our 16 coin pack and see if we get anything in here. We get an inform. That's not bad. Yeah, I feel like people just won't really care about those cards as much as people thought that they would. I'll take that. Okay. Not sure I've played this. Oh, okay, fair enough. One sec. I need to reply to this. Very quickly. Birmingham. Sorry, I need to start. It's a new round of last man standing, so I need to decide who I'm going to go for. Birmingham is an option. Oh, we get the loan as well. I forgot about that. Who else? Charlton is an option. Man U is an option just because it's whoever's against us. Oh, who do I want to go for? I don't know. It feels like Birmingham are basically the choice that people want to make every single week. They are away from home. Charlton look okay. Let's go down here. Let's quickly get our loan and see if we get a banger. I think most people expected Núñez to miss. Antonio Silva gets a new card. Oh yeah, we need to look through all of these new ones. Let's have a look. Notts County look okay. Who we got in the Championship? Leeds have got QPR. But they are away. Who else? Sunderland are away. Of course they are. Do we go for someone in the Prem? Do we go for Man U? Do I pay £5 to get a point against Manchester United? Yes. Please. We'll send cash shortly. I'll go Man U. Right. We're dropping everything. I think I had a couple of packs that I was going to open up. Basically anything that's here. Let's have a look, though. Here is the first SBC player with low driven shot plus. Performs low driven shots much faster and with a significant increase in speed. I'm really, really intrigued. By the way, surely there's a passing playstyle being added, right? It can't be the only one that only has 5 rather than 6. Is it just tap shoot now for low driven? Yes. Which is going to be really, really hard to time. I couldn't tell you the last time I purposefully did a low driven shot. His card looks okay. Left mid, right mid, striker, left wing, and double 5. How expensive is he, though? 7 squads. This is the kind of card that I could do my video on. Honestly. My new video. And we would have to do... One of the challenges on the spinning wheel would have to be to do with low-driven shot. Absolutely. Okay. It doesn't look outrageously expensive. Let's have a quick check. It says he's extinct on FUTGG, so that's good. He doesn't have a price yet. Come on, everybody. What about FUTBIN? The fact you're making me go on FUTBIN is sickening. Oh, he's $500,000. It didn't look that expensive. Okay, $500,000 for Adeyemi. Yaya Torres coming in at 2.5 million coins. Which is mental. $2.5 million. Wow. How do you score a low-driven shot? Low-driven shot is very, very simple. Any shot that has, I think, less than 2 bars of power on it, out of the 4, 1.5 or less. Anything that is that low is a low-driven shot. Basically, you pretty much tap shoot. Which is why I say it's going to be really hard to time them, because none of us shoot like that, because it doesn't work. The shots don't have enough power on them to actually get past the keeper, so no one utilizes them. However, with the new playstyle, things could be very, very different. So I've got some packs, but let's quickly look at the new team. So, let's head to EA's Twitter. And let's have a look at these players together. So these are their crazy versions that are probably going to sell for a hell of a lot more. I mean, Dumbia with Finesse Plus. Okay. We'll have to look at those. Okay, there are a lot of players. So David Beckham, he was actually teased the other day. Kenny Dalglish, Sol Campbell. Wow, okay. Pichon. Are they finally going to be used? Maybe. Gary. With low driven shot plus. Double 5-star Gary. We've wanted a Lineker cards to either fit into an Evo or get a promo version. Maybe. It's finally time to actually be able to use a banger. We'll have to look at his card, but low driven shot plus is really interesting. If that becomes OP, hell yeah. Dalglish also has it alongside Finesse Plus. That is outrageous. Wesley Schneider, Schmolarek with low driven, Govu, and Ricardo Carvalho. And then we have all of these cards. Right. Semenyo, Nusa, Ruteler, Acosta, Big Steve! The throwback to... Was it for Birthday Mandanda that existed in the past? He was awful. He was awful, but we loved him because he had 5-star skills. But dear God, I swear he had unique diving animations that genuinely made him fall out of the way. He was that bad. Zubamendi, Wubben-Moy, Paredes, Cascarino, Gnabry could be a good one. Antonio Silva is the one we just got the loan of. Wilfried Zaha, obviously now in the MLS. Mateus Cunha. I love Cunha's cards on this game. That's a very interesting one. He's probably going to be very expensive. We'll look at him in a minute. Elatoon, Inigo Martinez, Harry Maguire. The Leicester past and present is loving life. Gavi, Alaba, Swanson, DiMarco. Holy crap, he's got 90 plus in every stat. And we're not even in team of the season. That's absolutely ridiculous. Nico Williams, Martinelli. Wow. Zaire Emery's going to be ridiculous as well. Musiala's going to have some of the best dribbling on the entire game. Julian Alvarez is also going to feel ridiculous. Sam Kerr, could she finally make a return on the RTG? Who knows? And then obviously VVD. Some stupid cards in terms of how good they are. I'm just also going to check because there was a leak for Madison to get an SBC, but I guess he's not coming today. That's fine. Okay, let's open up a couple of packs and see if we get any of these guys. And if not, then, oh, well, screw you, EA, pretty much. Let's start off with the biggest one that's on this page, 84 times 3. Informs are always welcome, though. You can never have enough of them for your 83 times 14s and stuff like that. So we do not get upset at seeing informs. Of course, you've been saving a Cunha Evo, can put him into a great upgrade. They release a card on the market. Yeah. However, yours, you won't have to pay crazy amounts for. Cunha is currently coming in at 430k, but he might be extinct. He might be extinct. Finesse plus, chip shot plus, power header, rapid, flare, trickster, low driven base. Very, very good in-game stats. Let's quickly look up Martinelli, because he's one that normally has a few terrible in-game stats. Reactions and composure are fine on this card. Fair enough. He'll be a monster then. 83 rated squad, that's not bad. Let's put her in there. So, whilst we open these, we'll quickly try and get you some prices. Pichon, 100k. Gary Lineker's only 100k. We are picking one up for the road to glory. Sol Campbell, 3.5 mil. David Beckham, 7.5 mil. Dalglish, 9 mil. Ricardo Carvalho, 150k. A lot of you guys should remember how good Ricardo Carvalho's SBC was that he got last year. This card could easily be as good as that. He's got Anticipate plus and Aerial plus. He was so good. Smaller X 440. Govu is 800k. Schneider's 1.3 mil. So, on the market, the big boy versions, Javinho is 7 mil. Ibarbo is 7.5 mil. Dumbia is extinct. The dream video would be to have those three as a front three, wouldn't it? That ain't happening. Then you've got a load of cards that are worth basically nothing. Zaha's 70k, Gnabry's 100, Cunha, again, might be extinct. Maguire's 150, Gavi's 250, Swanson's 400, Nico Williams is over a mil, Alaba's 400k, DiMarco's 400k. And then we've got Martinelli 3.5 mil, Alvarez a mil, Musiala 1.5 mil, Sam Kerr a mil, Zaire Emery 2 mil, Inigo Martinez 100k, Van Dijk 13.3 million coins. Insane. Thoughts on Joey Barton and Angry Ginge back and forth. Joey Barton is a scumbag. I don't really think I need to say any more. to be honest. Everybody should hate him. And pretty much everything he stands for, everything he says. Everything he does is for engagement and rage bait. And I cannot believe that so many people actually, like, fall for it. It does my head in how many people... That's everything that they revolve around, is trying to engagement bait by spouting absolute drivel. But it works every time. You'd think the first few times that someone says something that's clearly just ridiculous, that people might be like, oh, okay, yeah, I disagree with this one. But then when they do it for like the 500th time, surely you've either got the people that know that they're just a moron and the people that somehow agree with said moron. There can't be anyone left in the middle, right? But yeah, if you didn't mind, like, giving him more engagement on, like, his tweets and stuff like that, you could easily disprove a load of the crap that he says. But it's simply not worth the time and effort. Like, he was moaning about them playing the charity match at Wembley a week before the Carabao Cup final. Was he moaning about Wembley being used multiple times during the Euros? Back to back? Maybe. Maybe I just didn't see it. Maybe not. What's the price of Van Dijk's Team of the Year right now? That's a great question. Van Dijk, Team of the Year is 4.9 mil. Over the last week, he's gone from 6 mil to 5. Of course, that is still higher rated than his new card. But pack Big Steve for the first time. You're probably going to have to pack him 3,000 times. Yep. Get ready for it. You got to love Steve. Who to buy and sell for 500k? You want your money from other account? Absolutely no idea, I'm afraid. No idea. But yeah, some of these prices are going to be all over the place at the start. People's focus is going to be opening packs rather than buying and selling the players. So you're going to get a true indication of prices a bit later on. I mean, for example, the video that I did on Haaland last week, I bought him on Friday night at maybe like 9 p.m. He had his bottom, the dip. He then went up a bit, and I managed to snipe him as he was going back up. I sniped him for 1.7 mil when he's going for about 1.8. The lowest I saw him was 1.6. I recorded a video on him and sold him for 2.1 mil. Now he's worth like 750k in the space of a week. It's crazy how much these prices can fluctuate. And it might be, for example, these new like Ibarbo, Dumbia, Javinho cards. They're going to start off at like 7 million coins. They surely can't stay there. They aren't the best cards in the game. You do wish you could use multiple of the same player SBCs, have about 10 Odegaards. Would only be from dupes though. Yeah. I guess. Pack Schneider and he was behind in the pack. Interesting. We get one! I forget the name. Hasegawa! Card looks sick. 20k? Maybe. I mean, she is Japanese from the WSL, to be fair. TOTS, yeah, I did. It's good. They need to keep doing that. 5'1". Oh my god. With technical dribble. I feel like I would love this card. Outrageous defending stats as well. Like, when you look at 90 defending looks great. But when you actually properly look at it, the 3 defending stats that matter, 97, 96, 93. She probably feels unbelievable in-game. Wow. Okay. Let's see if we get any others. See it just being Xbox Rogali with Xbox OS. Yeah. Oh, another one. Inigo Martinez? His previous card was amazing. I can't remember what it was. Like a Track Stars? Trailblazers? Something around that time. He was amazing. I mean, he's got every defensive playstyle. I guess you might say he's lacking aerial, but I really don't think that matters like it did at the start of the year. Because nowadays, crossing and headers just aren't as good as they were. So I'm not really sure that you need it. Defender plus in all of them. Stats are very, very good. It's a very nice card to have for the RTG. Hell yeah. Hasegawa and Martinez. Don't really care if I don't get any others. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it would be the dream to get like a first owner Lineker, but I'm not sure my odds are going to be great on that throughout this week, sadly. Packed Steve! Oh, I'd like to get a Steve, just for the throwback. You know what? When I did my video on Steve Mandanda, because he was so useless in goal, I think I did a video on him up front. And I swear he scored a scorpion kick. I swear I scored a scorpion kick with a foot birthday Steve Mandanda as part of a video. I'll see if I can find it. Just got here if you missed anything. I packed Hasegawa. I just packed Inigo Martinez. The Evos to take the like 80 rated versions. Ooh. Of Ibabo, Dumbia, Javinho up to the 90 rateds. Cost 150k each. Some of the new cards look crazy. And we've got our first cards with low driven shot and low driven shot plus now. Adeyemi's got an SBC with it. Lineker's got it. Stoichkov's got it. Dalglish's got it. Jay, hello, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day. Why is he called Big Steve? Why not? Rush going to be a nightmare. First 3, pick those 3 to the 4th, just quits. Yeah. Can't believe you've packed 3 million cards 20 minutes into the promo. I mean, to be fair, that is the most likely time to pack a 3 million coin card because prices plummet for the first couple of hours after things come out. It feels like some... Read, they haven't done upgrades like that for years. It feels like now there's been like a market crash, so even some of the elite-looking cards aren't selling for as much as you'd think. It's crazy. What was I going to check? I don't know. Almost bought Dino when he drops 10 mil. He's now 6. Jeez. It's crazy. Like I say, these price drops are mad. Oh, that's what I was going to look for. A Steve Mandanda video. Let's quickly check the Old Trafford video. Has it managed to creep a little bit closer to 15k? It's at 15.1. Hell yeah. We've gained 99 subs on the Footy channel from that United video. That is sick. Mandanda then. 5-star skiller, Steve Mandanda, Foot Champs Challenge. Here it is. Oh my god, he's in. Oh my god. Big. Wow. Steve Mandanda getting a... Oh yeah, where I created my own in-game objectives for Mandanda. I did that on a few videos. Again, I tried to put in some detail on some of these videos in the past, but it just didn't get appreciated. Birthday card with 5-star skill moves. What more could you want?
If you're looking to pick up yourself some cheap and reliable coins for FUT21, then make
play Mignolet, the hero. Why did I say this? Oh, you had to use a team. A team full of goalies. Bang it. Oh! Maybe that's how you unlocked
everybody.
him.
Incredible stats, 5-star skills. Let's show you the team that we're going to be using him in.
A few more Pikachus in the
So
background.
here we go.
Now.
This is the team he's going to be playing up front with El Shaarawy. Goalkeeper. You absolutely look to...
Is this it? I swear there was a scorpion kick somewhere. Oh, he's absolutely
Steve with the scoop turn round the goalkeeper. You absolutely look to see it.
Is this?
Oh my god. Wow.
There it is! The scorpion kick with Steve. My goat. Think not making the Roma Trio free is diabolical decision. I agree. 150k. Mental. Pack Virgil from the Daily Login reward pack worth 12 mil was only 2 on the market when you got him. Josh, I think it's safe to say everybody hates you. Those are just the rules when it comes to these kind of things. But that's outrageous. Fair play. Just back to Alava. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, loads more Pikachus. Are you active on Reddit? Although, to their credit, active, engaging, passionate community, I think it would really help the content of the Footy channel. I don't really use Reddit because, again, a lot of it is awful. But when Enzo was appointed by Chelsea, I tried to put my video out into the world on the Chelsea subreddit and maybe even the Leicester subreddit, but you needed to have a certain amount of karma in order to be able to do it. So I don't know like what kind of subreddits you'd be talking about in terms of where we could potentially post some of the content and things like that. But if you have any suggestions, I'm open to them. And I could just try and build up my karma ever so slowly but surely. Maybe I could just get some of you guys to like upvote some comments or a post or something. Oh no, I couldn't post because I didn't have enough karma. Over 80 in storage. Yeah, 83s have been piling up for a lot of people. Ollie, that's pretty solid. I love the Evos that people have that aren't just the mainstream players. Chris probably doesn't really enjoy playing the game, though. All these informs, my God. Hell yeah. The old school chemistry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people prefer it. I'm not sure I do. So there's that 86. That was from the objective. Review the team after the pack. Sure. Evo and Jones now has a double 5-star foot birthday objective. I mean, I feel like this is expected though, right? Like, if you are a fan of a massive team, you have to be wary that basically any Evo that you do can be it can be rendered useless any day. Whereas, if you're a fan of like a championship team, you basically never get any promo cards at all nowadays. So you're pretty safe to do Evos of everyone. For me this year, I know that Vardy was basically guaranteed to get a card. Whether it was an SBC or part of a promo, he was always going to be getting something this year. So I knew that even though I'd Evo him up so that I can use him, there will be a point where he just gets a card. Obviously, he got that Grassroots Greats card, which is very comparable with my Evo. I don't know how much that card's coming in at now. Still nearly $500,000, though. So, sadly, it is just a part of it. If you are fortunate enough to support a massive team, your team are probably going to get a lot of promo cards, which are going to overlap with your Evos. If it's an absolute banger, or comes via like season progress or something like that, that is more unfortunate than it being on the market. Like that Vardy, he's still nearly $500,000. I'm not going to buy him yet. So my Evo is still relevant. Whereas if it was an objective, yeah, it's a bit more unfortunate. The camera is why you asked if you're active so you can skip building it up. Yeah, no, sadly. Ollie, we don't have information on that now. Or yet, no. Thoughts on Leeds this season? I've hardly watched the championship, but they look like they're just going to win the league, as they should do, with the team that they have. Will they then stay up? It's looking like it's getting harder and harder every year, so maybe not. It would be funny if they didn't go up, though. It kind of would. And it is getting close, to be fair. It is getting close. Yeah, this is Vardy's last matches in the Prem. Yeah, but David, would you say, like, do you have experience? And if so, what kind of subreddits? Like, just general football or specific teams? Like, are you on the Liverpool one or something like that? Because, yeah, it could be utilised. Bigger ones where I think you get good engagements, content topics been banging. Smaller subreddits you can post on, you'll get the toxic. I mean, if you have enough karma and you want to put the United video out there for me. Or the England one. That'd be good. But the smaller ones get the negative Nellies. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if there's like an easy way for me to get enough karma to start posting on the likes of Chelsea. Chelsea was one that I definitely couldn't at the time, I remember. So I tried to put like a couple of comments on some random posts. I think on like FC subreddit to try and get some, but I only got a little bit and I don't think it was enough, so I just didn't bother continuing. Ollie, cheers for subbing. Hopefully you enjoy the streams, shorts and videos. 86 double. Ugh. Yeah, your SBC is too expensive. The thing is with a card like that, with a defensive mid, 2.5 million coins on a card that will easily be replaced by basically any team of the seasons. And we're just over a month away from that. So it's just so much for that card. Team of the seasons, you've got to imagine, are going to have 3 playstyle pluses as well. I think with the move into analysis, type of audience that would enjoy the videos. Yeah, analysis, discussions that are analytical discussions, as well as documentary-esque videos, are the kind of things I want to do more and more and more of. Of course, we've got the vlogs as well, but still. 83 times 14, number 1. Sommer? Yeah. Okay. Hit 1,000 games with Reece James. That's insane. Fair play. Even you think Hendo's inclusion is strange. Yeah. As I said, like, I did my video earlier on the football channel again. Check it out if you haven't already. Analysing Tuchel's squad. Can you not just take him in some kind of mentorship role rather than a playing role? If you want him more so for, like, his leadership and stuff like that, and his mentality and experience, you don't need to have him playing when his legs are not going to be able to handle the top-level games. Take him as some kind of coach, mentor, whatever. Fine. I'd be okay with that. I still don't think that he was this great of the game that should be held to that standard to be desperate to take him, even in that kind of role, but I don't understand why you wouldn't take him in that sense. And then you could have someone like Conor Gallagher plays how Henderson played, like at his peak for Klopp, just being the engine. Surely you give the squad position to the younger player that can do the job, that can be slightly guided by the experienced guy, rather than omitting that player from the squad to allow the old guy in. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Erdegaard. Do I think if you start again on this game, you could catch up on Evos in your team? Yes, that's always the case. Yeah. Oh, Hudson Odoi. Dupe. Low driven is either going to be completely useless or ridiculously OP. It's why I want a Gary Lineker. Because obviously, past and present Leicester, but he has low driven plus. Pow! Oh. But yeah, I did my full analysis on that, even utilizing the tactics board. I managed to get to be a part of a beta for a particular tactics board that is coming out in the future. And so that's what we utilized in the video. And I would love to be able to use it again going forward. João Cancelo. But yeah, I think low driven is significantly more likely to be OP than it is completely useless. Just because we know EA. Right. 83-10. Is Ethan and Mbappe SBC worth it? I haven't even looked at him, to be honest. Playstyle plus could be broken. AF. The question is, how far out can you start shooting low-driven shots with it? Is my question that I want to know the answer to. So maybe I do pick up a Gary and we just test it. Your bet is they get a nerf next update as they beat AI keepers for pace before they can get down and react. That wouldn't surprise me. Do I know why we can't Evo goalies? Because EA are incompetent at making an Evo system that properly works. Is the sad truth. to that question. Do I know... Kenny Dalglish could become one of the best players on the game. Yeah. I mean, he's already fantastic. But with low driven and finesse plus, dear God. That feels like you are asking for trouble. Potentially the two most broken shot types on the game, plus. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, let's do one of these. See what we can get. And then see if there's any like cheap pack that I want to get that maybe gets us like a banging loan or something like that. 832. Oh, times 10. Get rid of them. No one cares. Hit me. Something special. Oh. Roma Trio 5, 6, 7 mil. Stupid, isn't it? I mean, those versions of their cards obviously are significantly better, but still. Oh yeah, we were going to look at Callum's team. Main road to glory is your main account, and is the other account. Sure. You chose the right player. Good. Guti Firpo. That's an interesting Evo to have. Chose Militao for that one. That's fair. 25 is a lot if you're not Evoing them. Yes, it is. It's a hell of a lot. Although, I guess that's why maybe the rewards aren't mental. They're good, but they're not insane. Salma. Any squad that has her in is a good one. I can't believe how cheap this Thuram is. I mean, I used him in a video against James. Is that the one that's going to be on my channel? Or is that the one that's going up on his? I can't remember. He was great. So that surprises me. But I like that there's different players in both of these. This one, I mean, maybe not as much, but not many people have taken Bobby here. That is actually quite unique. But I rate it. If I didn't have the strikers and stuff that I had or have, then maybe I would have taken him. But basically this card for me, my Future Stars icon, is basically a copy and paste of Firmino. And so I didn't need him because I also had my strikers. So, yeah, I really like it. Thinking of putting Futre and Ahmad as the wingers on main. I haven't seen those yet. The Futre properly. Oh god, what's going on here? One sec. NBA 2K are taking action against accounts identified to be using cheats. Where's that in this game? Hey? Hey? Josh flexing his untradeable Virgil. Screw you. The global limits packs look cracked. 16 rare golds. 1685 with one guarantee to be 90 or higher. It's 316,000 coins. How the hell do you cheat on NBA? By like auto green timing shots and stuff like that. You took Bobby. Fair. Who made me not take Bobby? Kane. Oh yeah, also if you don't follow me on Twitter, There was a slight upgrade to the team after Champs. I didn't really get anything in Champs rewards, but then I did an icon pick because the Champs rewards weren't great. So we now have Thunderstruck Hullet. Oh, I think I also got Trent from rewards. Yeah. I haven't used him yet. It's not bad, though. Not bad. But yeah, I had Kane and I have Zizou at Cam. So I didn't need Bobby because of him. I didn't need it. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Frankie probably needs to get on the bench. Because he is still unbelievable, Jeff. But yeah, are there any of the other packs that would tempt me to try and get a banging loan? Taking the 87 times 15, saving it for TOTS. It's not a bad idea. So we're not doing that one. That one's hella expensive. Is there one with a loan? That's what I'm looking for. No. Foot Birthday Icon or Hero loan. It's a lot of coins, but it could be very, very good. I was hoping for one that's like 100k that would give me a loan. That's an outrageously expensive pack. A pick between 2 Foot Birthdays, not the Heroes or Icons, for $250,000. You could so easily just get like 288s. That's mad. But yeah, the fact there isn't one that's like 100k that gets you a loan is surprising. I don't know if that would come out in like 5 minutes or something like that. This one guarantees you a player and a 10 times 85 with 2 guarantees. If I was going to do one, it'd be not that. It'd be this one. I mean, we did get some coins from tradable stuff from Champs, to be fair, that would pay for this and could therefore pay for a video if we got something good. Yeah, let's do it. See if we can get something banging for a vid. Sadly, no Foot Birthday in the pack. But it's not really what we care about. We care about the loan. Unless there's like an Mbappe in there with Kimmich. No. Katoto. That's fine. Couple of informs are always good. Right. Come on then. Someone worth a decent amount and we can do the video around them. Hit me. No, not a bad card, but not worth crazy amounts. Number 2. Let's actually quickly look at some of these in-game stats on these. Centre-back. Again, he was so good last year. I think it was last year when he got his SBC. It was fantastic. Smolarek has low-driven shot plus. Press proven. First touch Trivella. He's got some really, really good dribbling stats. Great shooting, great pace. Decent physicals and passing. Can play striker or on the left. I mean, he's the choice as it stands. And the third one. Oh. Surely Smollarek's worth more. And whilst it would be sort of like a first owner, it's a loan. Doesn't really count. I wouldn't be able to Evo him, would I? Yeah, Smollarek's worth nearly $500,000. Lineker's just over 100k. As much as I would love to go with Gary here, We need to get the most value from the pack possible. So it's going to be Smolarek. Jay. Pretty much is the answer to your streams question, yes. Busyness. Busyness in terms of, yes, like football channel content and stuff like that. Editing and creating videos for this channel. But also life, fitness. In the past, like 3 weeks or so, I've been losing, on average, 1 kilogram a week so far. Doing loads of exercise, eating healthier, not snacking anywhere near as much. Let me just double check. Yeah. So when I weigh myself tomorrow, the expectation will be that I would have lost 3 kg in... is that bang on 3 weeks? Nearly. Very nearly. So, just been doing loads more exercise, more walks, couple of jogs, some exercise bike stuff, and just trying to be healthier. Also trying to just spend some time with the famalam and some friends as well, doing some more golf stuff. This weekend, I want to do my first golf lesson. I need to try and actually book that in very soon so that I can do it. But yeah, like the football channel and stuff like that is obviously something that I do care about a lot, and I'm really, really hoping that I can continue with it. Oops. And try and intertwine it with the football TikTok and start to just get them rolling. Because I really, really enjoy that type of content. I have enjoyed making videos on this game this year. It does have to be said. But it can also be incredibly infuriating. Is there anything I care about doing here? I don't know if there is. So what do we put stuff into? Do we just roll another icon? Could do. I could. So, yeah. And I've also just had a few bits and bobs going on midweek in multiple of the last few weeks that have gone by, like going to like some gigs and stuff like that. So it's sort of got in the way. Like the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 6 weeks, I've had something on that I've like gone to, whether it's like a little gig or a show or something like that, or going out with the family midweek for the last 6 weeks in a row. So it's been busy, but in a good way. It's not like I'm sat here just wallowing away, just not wanting to stream, not wanting to do anything. It's just been life. Which sometimes happens. You just have busy periods, and then you go to a point where you don't do anything for what feels like ages. There we go. Get rid of some of those. See the second United pen yesterday. I had it on, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was cooking. Is that the one where Dorgu said that it wasn't a foul? But then they gave it anyway. Wish your life was that entertaining. Hey, I would happily trade your money for my busyness. Any day. Jota. Adley. Basically, all of those have special cards. It's pretty cool. You much rather pack a team of the week than Foot Birthday, because weirdly, Foot Birthday are easier to pack. I know that obviously, like, the lowest rating is higher for Foot Birthday, but you get more out of a team of the week. Like, a team of the week helps you do an 83 times 13 or something like that. Whereas a Foot Birthday, okay, it bumps the rating up a little bit, but you probably don't need it in reality. The team of the weeks are the ones that you're going to want more. Danny Carvajal and Jan Oblak. Bit unlucky with that last pen. They didn't give that one. Ah. It was the one where the defender was stood still and Dorgu just goes into him. Yeah, I thought that's what he said. It wasn't a foul. He sort of like jumps into him when he's just stood there. Oh, go on, game. I thought... I don't know. Let's do another one of these. Coming to put the simulator in. Oh, nice. I think the like very far in the future plan is the first house that me and the Goof moved to wouldn't be the forever home. David, that is the dream. I need to pack Steve. But the forever home the dream would be to have a golf sim in there. That would be so sick. I don't think I need a team of the week for this, do I? No, 88 squad. And what have we got in? 189. So we need 3 more 88s. So we can put in these, because I don't care. Must have said for both pens he was fouled for. I'd have to watch. I don't know. Does your girlfriend into the same things as you, like footy, FIFA, etc.? Not exactly, no. Football, now, yes. She's been indoctrinated into being a Leicester fan, which I kind of feel sorry for her because she started getting into football properly. Like, she'd watch the Euros and the World Cup and stuff like that when it comes around. Like a lot of people, they don't take enough interest in, like, club football to say that they're a football fan, but they'll care when it's international stuff because the whole country cares, basically. And she'd been to games before. What was it, like an uncle? Maybe an uncle used to take her to West Ham games when she was younger. Yeah, it is that guy. Because he's a massive West Ham fan. He is a typical West Ham geezer. The first time I met him, that was very evident within the first 30 seconds. So she'd been to stuff before, but as I say, just wasn't properly into it. In comes me, and obviously, I care quite a lot. And so, as you do when you're in a relationship, you try and... we could do this. We could... okay. Oh, an 87 is enough. Okay, we'll just use one out of the club. yeah, you take an interest in stuff. And so she doesn't exactly have any comparable interests or hobbies really to football. I think it's hard to, unless you're into another sport, it's really hard to compare something like football to other hobbies. Because like, even if you went and did something like, I don't know, you did dancing, for example, like my sister used to do, you're not then going to go and watch other people doing it every other weekend kind of thing, right? So sports are a bit different in that regard. But yeah, she basically started to get an interest in it because it's such a big part of not just me, but my entire family's life. Like, my parents are massive football fans, have been going for God knows how long. They obviously got me interested in football. My nan, we go to her before every Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. We go to hers for dinner and then go to the football together. We've been doing that for God knows how many years. I got to go, even though there were only like 6,000 fans in Wembley, I got to go with her and my mum and dad to watch us win the FA Cup. She'd been to the previous like 3 or whatever it was that we'd lost. FA Cup finals. So it's a massive, massive family thing. So if she hadn't had any interest in it or had no intention of having any interest in it, there would have been a lot of times where she wouldn't have been able to sort of get involved in family things. So, but I didn't expect her to get as involved as she has. Like, she goes to as many games as she possibly can and would like to get a season ticket going forward. I do feel bad for her, though, that she came into caring during the championship season, seeing us win every week, basically, and is now seeing the mess that is this season. Missed out on the glory years of, like, the last decade, and has now come back into yo-yo Leicester City that we all know and love. But dearie me. So she's interested in that. In terms of other things, like we play Pokemon Go together and stuff like that when we go out on walks and we go to event days and stuff like that together. We play games. We don't play all of the same games, but we play games together a lot of the time. And there's a lot of common interests, which I think is the case for most relationships because that's how you bond. Whereas if you have completely different interests where there's no overlap, it's surely got to be pretty hard, right? To find common ground, to do things other than making excuses to, like, I don't know, go out to dinner together because you can't do anything else together because you don't like the same things. Whereas we could go and do some bowling, go and do some karaoke. We could go to the football. We could just, I don't know, chill and play some games or whatever. She has introduced me to, like, a couple of bands and stuff like that I now listen to, and vice versa. I feel like that's what happens with most people and relationships and stuff, is even if you aren't initially interested or involved in the things that your partner is, eventually you will be, right? Even if you're not mad about it, you'll still care about it and show some kind of interest and get involved from time to time. We got an icon pick, everybody. So yeah, in general, I would say we're into the same things. Again, like with video games, for example, she won't play FIFA, she won't play COD or PUBG, but she'll have her own games that she enjoys, and then there'll be some crossover with ones that we play together, like Overcooked and stuff like that, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, chill, cozy games, I guess, are more the vibe. But we've played Fortnite and stuff together. It's fun. Okay. Here we go then. Jay, that is a bit of a nightmare. Not going to lie. Player number 1! Okay. In worst case scenario, we get a Team of the Year icon centre-back / CDM. Nice and versatile. As we're using this account more and more for videos, that's actually not bad. I don't think he's going to be worth much, is he? Just because people don't like Ronald Koeman. 178k? Huh. Enjoyed it. Actually naturally good. Yeah. See, like, she's not interested in golf at all. But that is one of the... Again, in a lot of relationships, you will have some hobbies that are, like, your thing. Or you do it with your friends or whatever. So... I don't know. What's an example? She reads a lot of books, and so people at her work, they're thinking of maybe doing like a book club kind of thing. I don't really care about that, but that's fine because we have so many other things that we both care about, and the same with golf. So they can have their book club thing maybe once a week or something like that, and maybe on like some weekends I'll go and play some golf with my mates. Whereas basically everything else can cross-pollinate. And if it ends up that those happen for both of us as well, insane. Koeman's been great for you at DM. He looks like one of those cards that people won't use, and therefore he's not that expensive because his name is Ronald Koeman. When in reality, he's probably actually pretty damn good. I said it for years about some of the other icons, like Nakata, for example. It actually wasn't as bad as people thought. Didn't want to... Hobbies. Yeah, see, that's unfortunate. Right, number 2. I'm not racist. I love John Barnes. And number 3. I already have. That's fine. Ronald Koeman, welcome to the club. He's getting does that 3 times a week. Other girly bits. It's fair. I say, as long as you then have... If you can spend time chilling and relaxing after a day, whether it's playing stuff together, watching stuff together, whatever. Even, I feel like there's an underappreciation for what I would describe as together alone time. Some of you may know what I mean. If you don't, the best way to explain it would basically be, imagine if I'm sat here chilling and playing a game with my mates, but she's just sat over there reading a book. You're close enough that you can interact and do, like, you are together, but you're doing separate things rather than playing games together or whatever. You still have that togetherness and that connection that does feel different to when you're just doing it on your own. Up around football, love you have for it 3 years later, still trying. Hey, maybe one day you'll break through. It's called parallel play, apparently. A stage of childhood development where children play near or alongside each other but without interacting or engaging in the same activity. There you go. There you go. I guess that. Do I think Messi and Ronaldo's sons will actually go pro? Because the way you see it, whatever they need to go pro because they're probably the richest people ever in football to afford anything. Yes, I do. I feel like if the children of a sports star of some kind are not destined to actually go into the same sport as their parents, then you'll know relatively early on. For example, LeBron James playing with his son is outrageous. But you're seeing all the highlights come out of like these youth games of Messi and Ronaldo's sons and seeing them tearing it up. Again, you've got the best mentors that you can possibly have. That doesn't mean that they're going to reach the same level. Because, again, genetics and stuff like that mean that you just might not be able to be that good. I mean, you're comparing with, like, the greatest player of all time if you're Messi's son, so it's kind of hard to live up to that. But you could still be a world-class player if you are determined to do it. You have the right genetics. Obviously, you're going to have the right environment to do it. Right? You're going to have the most elite, exquisite, expensive facilities and everything like that available to you. So if your body is built for it, there's no excuses, really. But if you don't have the interest or you're just not good enough, then you'll see them move into other things. Think of what's an example? Like Brooklyn Beckham? Sort of tried, but has then ended up going into multiple other avenues of trying to like act and do adverts and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, you can get gifted opportunities that other normal kids will never get because of your name. But if you just aren't up to it and you don't have that determination, even if you can start at a much higher level than you should be able to, some of them won't take the opportunity. And they don't necessarily need to, because their parents will have so much money and everything like that, that if they aren't interested in it, it's not like some footballers, like, I don't know, Ben White, Danny Rose, these guys that don't care about football outside of doing their job. They haven't had that generational wealth before them. Whereas if Ben White has a kid, he's not going to pressure that kid to become a footballer because he doesn't love it. So unless his kid absolutely loves it and wants to do it, then obviously, if he wants to, then he would be able to help him out massively. But if he doesn't, then he won't force him. Whereas when you're in the position to be the first of your family to get this generational multi-million wealth, you take the chance when it's there. We've seen Xavi Simons go on to be a great player. What happened to that Dembele kid who played for Celtic? Don't know. I don't know who you mean. There aren't many who get to the same level, thinking Thuram's and possibly Schmeichel's. Yeah. Haaland, although he's probably surpassed the level of his dad. JJ Okocha and Alex Iwobi. Nephew. Kluivert. He's finally getting there. Maldini's son's going to have to do quite a lot to get close to that. That level, you would say? Windows, yeah. Hell yeah. Pressure will probably end up getting to them. Oh yeah, of course. Fair enough, Jay. In a bit. There's going to be more streams. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Paul Steve Bruce. Yeah, that's quite cool, isn't it? To see like the next generation coming through. The icons of FIFA. Their kids having like promo cards and stuff like that is kind of crazy when you think about it in that way. It is a bit mad. And you've also got like siblings as well, like Mbappe, Pogba. Makes you feel old anyway. Fair enough. In a bit. See you later, Jay. Enjoy. You know you're saying it in a stupid way, but how would Ronaldo react to his son one day? Could be ending up better than him. He would not like that. I'm not sure I agree. As much as Ronaldo's ego is one of the biggest in the world, and it makes him significantly less likable, I feel like it's very different being compared to Messi than it would be his son outdoing his legacy. You would see that as you have been the one to make it happen. Obviously, he's your kid, but you've molded him into this elite athlete footballer. You can take the credit. Right? So, I think it's a very, very different conversation in that regard to a comparison to another player that you're competing with. You're supporting this. And whilst it would be great for you to hold the records, how cool would it be to know that the only person better than you is your own son? I'm just going to see the FUT Birthday Cup. Oh, we can't use Smolarek in it. I was wondering if there was somewhere I could go and just try out that loan. Maybe we could just do one game in Div Rivals. Whack Smolarek in, use one of his loan games, and see if we can score one of these low-driven plus shots. Because we're in a low division, because I've just not been playing Rivals at all. So it should be relatively easy, unless we come up against someone that's in the same position as me, that also just hasn't been playing. But we've got a new playstyle plus in the game. I think it'd be rude to not try it out. Now, I've said this a few times before. I don't think I'm going to be able to time these shots, because I couldn't tell you the last time that I did a low-driven shot on purpose in this game. I may not have done it on FC25, or maybe not even FC24. So, it's going to be weird to not, like, bang shots left, right, and centre. It's going to feel very odd to just sort of tap shoot. But there is definitely a world where this becomes very meta. And so I think trying it out early is a good idea. Because if it is incredible, there's a chance that someone like Lineker goes up. And so we should get him early for the RTG. I mean, Lineker as well. He's got quick step plus and low driven plus. His other playstyles, he's got finesse, chip shot, power shot, incisive pass, technical, first touch, trickster, and relentless. His card with an engine actually looks banging. For just over 100k. Right, let's see what this is all about. If that's the new Gnabry, does he also... Yeah, Gnabry has it as well. You can see it bottom left. He has this low driven plus. So, what an interesting kickoff that was. Let's try it and get it to Smolarek, and let's tap shoot. Keeper manages to come out just enough to smother that shot. We did get the icon appear above his head, though. Let's bang one from there. See, that's too much power. This feels so weird. Like, I tried to let go of that, thinking I need to not put that much power on it. But even that was too much. Let's do it from here. See, I no idea what kind of distance or angles we're going to be able to pull off with this kind of shot. It's going to take a little bit of experimenting to figure out when and where to best use this. Is he off? He is. Damn it. It'll either be bad or the new meta broken. I think it's much more likely to be meta. Low driven shot would... I've said this so many times before. One of the reasons why FIFA 17 is the best FIFA that we've had is because the meta for goal scoring was low driven shots. Why is that good, you might ask? Was that one? It did go low, but it didn't pop up with the thing above his head. I don't know if I held it for the tiniest bit too long there. And you might be wondering why any type of goal-scoring meta is good. The reason why is because in order to score a low-driven shot, even when it was the meta and the most effective way of scoring, is because it requires skill. You have to get in the position to get into the box to score the low-driven shot. You can't just bang a 30-yard trivela or finesse top bins. You have to... Like, the build-up, you have to get in the position. Rather than the shooting meta basically taking the build-up out of the equation. Now, that was a little tap. And that was like a trivela bottom corner on his 5-star weak foot. I think he's left-footed. With the low-driven plus. That was a really, really good finish. And it just sort of glided towards that far post. But yeah, the problem with something like finesse shots is it takes build-up out of the equation of the scoring meta. The ball can bounce to you 30 yards out because you attempted a pass, it didn't come off, and the ball bounced to your player. You can just shoot and it goes in. There's no skill involved, right? It's just a meta playstyle. Whereas at least with low driven, you have to create the opportunity and then it's just a reliable finish. Which, the majority of the time, a low-driven shot is going to come when you're one-on-one with the goalie. In real life, a massive majority of one-on-ones are scored if you've got the time and space that you do in this game. So, it should be reliable. And that's why it was so good. because it didn't feel like you were screwed by the goalkeeper making Superman saves when you got through one-on-one. So I would actually really, really like this to become the meta. But let's quickly look at these goals, right? So this was the first attempt at going for the low-driven shot. And unfortunately, Donnarumma did manage to get out to this one in time. We did... Oh, no. Never mind. This is not what I was thinking of. This was not a low-driven shot. This, I accidentally put too much power on. Unfortunately, nowadays, you can't seem to actually get that, like, shooting information and stuff like that on the screen anymore. You could last year, but this year they've got rid of it. So if you're trying to learn what you did right or wrong in a situation, you don't have that information anymore. So good job, EA. That's really helpful. So let's go to this one. So this was the first goal. And this one, it didn't pop up above his head. So I would love to be able to see the power bar here and see how much I put on it to see whether this was a low-driven. Because if it is, I don't know why it didn't appear above his head. But the shot shape looked like a low-driven. Although there, it does look like he's hitting it hard. He's hit it low. Is that a low-driven? Or is that too powerful? It's hard to say. However, his other two goals were definitely low-driven goals. So, here's the first. Where is he? Here. So, we play him through here. And look at this shot technique, right? This spin didn't look like it made any sense when we first saw this replay. So, this is low-driven shot plus. I tap the shoot button and aim towards the far post. He hits it, laces with the inside of his foot, and yet it curls as if he's hit it with the outside of his foot. Is that how broken the playstyle is going to be? That the animations just aren't going to line up with how good the shot actually is? Almost looks like it's not going in. Oh, when this ball leaves his foot, this should not go in. With the way that he's shot, that shouldn't go in. But it just found its way to the far post. And then this last one as well. Where are we going? Here. This last goal, which made the guy rage quit. I think we took a touch to the left. And then, again, tap shoot. Just tap it. And it just manages to curl its way around the keeper and the player. It wasn't as if this was like precision shooting where I tried to add some crazy spin or curve or anything. We literally just get the ball, take one touch, tap, shoot. And he basically passes it in. So, first impression is really good. Let's do another one. Because we can. We have 8 games of loan on this card. So let's just see if it's a one-off. Went and packed Lineker. Nice. how you had to be good to score, but nowadays any half-decent player can just abuse the easy shot types. But I disagree. If this becomes the meta finishing of this game, you have to be a better player to be able to abuse it. You can't abuse low-driven shots from 30 yards out with crap players. Whereas you can do that with finesses and Trailblazers. So that's the big difference. Low-drivens, you need to get in the positions to do them by breaking down the defense. You don't do that with other metas. This guy is going for the Evo on the 3 cards, most likely. They did not add low-driven shot to existing cards, no. Only to new ones. No. So we really want to try this out in a big range of situations to see when and where it's going to be effective. And I'd also like to see the difference between... See, I tapped that, but was it too far out? Did I somehow, even by tapping it, hold on a tiny bit too long? Because it didn't pop up with the thing above his head. So, what scenarios and situations is it going to be best in? Which ones are going to be too far out or whatever? Because this is also obviously also a card with 5-star weak foot. Is he going to do low-driven shots on his weak foot? Or is it a thing that only happens on your strong foot, a bit like Trailblazers? Right? These are the things we don't know the answers to yet. But I think on both of those, or that first attempt, he did Trailblazer it. Instead of going for a low-driven on his right foot, he Trailblazered it on his left. So, again, is it just a strong foot thing? I'd like to find out if we can get in a position to try and shoot on this strong foot and just tap it. I mean, it is sort of a Trailblazer kind of shot shape, isn't it? And it just goes in far post. A Jack, I don't know. Gakpo or Murphy or just both. Gakpo's a more fun card. So yeah, again... I guess another thing that we need an answer to is... what are the scenarios where it is worth doing this shot type rather than just a different shot? So in this situation here, it feels like if you just blasted this at the near post or far post, it probably goes in. Right? But going for this, he just toe pokes it with some curve around the goalie and just makes it look so easy. The question that I can't answer is how much better this is than just doing it with cards that don't have the playstyle, though. Because I simply haven't done it this year, I don't know. Like, judging from the pitch notes that they released, if I did that there with a card without the playstyle, maybe it wouldn't have enough power and the keeper would have saved it. But I don't know that because I haven't done it. I haven't pressed the button before, other than maybe accidentally. So it's gonna take a little bit of experimentation to see just how good this thing is, or not. I really hope it is good to give us more ways of scoring goals when we're in positions where it feels like you should be scoring. I don't think that that can ever really be a bad thing. If you're giving us more ways to score from like 30, 40 yards, it's just a bit stupid, isn't it? But in this scenario, I don't mind this. To the person that asked earlier, I don't know if you're still here, asking about a potential name change for Tom's series. There's nothing in the Dropbox yet, so I don't know if he's recorded or if he has. There's nothing there to know whether there would be a name change or not. Yeah, England video's done tragic. Sadly. So, if you guys care about my thoughts on Tuchel's first England squad and a bit of analysis on it in terms of like setups and shapes, formations, etc., please do check out the football channel and watch that video. It would be much appreciated. The video I uploaded before that, the one about Man U, is absolutely crushing it right now. It did get to 15.5k. So that's good. At least one of the two has done really well. But it would be cool to see people give a little bit of support to the England video as well. I would really appreciate it. And I need to figure out, if I'm doing a video on one of these new cards, who the hell do I want to do? Because Gervinho's 3 mil, Ibarbo's 5, Dumbia's 6.6. I'm not going to be able to do those. Schneider's a mil. Could do him. Beckham, Campbell, Dalglish is 5 mil. The dream would have been getting a monster loan from that pack where we got our Smolarek from. In terms of the normal cards, is there anyone in a good price range? I mean, Adeyemi's SBC. Martinelli's 2 mil. Alvarez is a mil. Musiala's 1.4. I can afford them. Van Dijk's down to 8 mil. I need to see who I want to do something on. I'm undecided as of right now. Of course, someone I know is packed Ibarbo untradeable. What a joke. Why does everyone get these monster pulls? Where's mine? Maybe it's in whatever this is. The bundle reward. A 1 of 280 plus rare gold players. Here it is. Ibarbo! Oh. Not quite. Well, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoy the championship football that is on tonight. We should have at least an upload going up over the next few days to do with Foot Birthday Team 2. There is a Market Mayhem that I recorded with James that will be going up tomorrow, so you definitely do have some content there. I would also like to try and upload on the football channel again this weekend, and then on Monday I'll be uploading the vlog from our game at home against Man United. That is at home on Sunday at like 7 o'clock, so I'm probably going to miss the end of the cup final, so hopefully one team is like 4-0 up by half-time. Otherwise, I won't be able to see any extra time or penalties or something like that. So that would suck. Aiden, I'm doing very well. Unfortunately, you're catching us sort of at the end here because I've got some bits to do ahead of the weekend. I've got some editing to sort out. I'm probably going to have to do an edit for Tom. And I've got some stuff to tidy up as well and try and organise my golf lesson. Hell yes. But I'm doing very well. Hopefully you are as well. There should, hopefully, be at least a stream over the weekend More likely tomorrow. It could be like Sunday morning or something like that. Maybe. I am out tomorrow evening. And then Sunday evening, I'm at the football. We'll see. But there could be a stream over the weekend. And if not, then next week, there's definitely going to be multiple streams. Maybe even a bit of champs on like Monday or something like that. Have a good weekend. You'll catch next stream. All the best. I appreciate it, man. I know that there haven't been as many lately with how busy everything has been. But hopefully back to sort of regular scheduling pretty damn soon. As I say, if you... hopefully you enjoy the football tonight. And hopefully you enjoy the content that is coming your way over the weekend. Stuff on both channels is the plan. So really, really do appreciate you all. The love, generosity, and support. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you anyone that's thumbed up the stream today. Thank you anyone that's subbed on YouTube, followed on Twitch. You are incredible. We will also be bringing back other games as well. Most likely starting on Monday with maybe some more Elden Ring or some Rocksmith. I've got some new songs that I've downloaded. And it's been a while since we have streamed some guitar. So I think it's a good time to try and bring it back. So thank you everybody for being a part of it. Hopefully you enjoy Foot Birthday Team 2. Cheers for chilling with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.